All right, here we go. Hello, folks. It's me again, Jay. I'm going to play some more Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup. So, since last time, what I did was update the game. I actually played on an older version, which I didn't notice. I think the last update went live in January. I think that is what one fine YouTube commenter told me. And yeah, I think I downloaded this game sometime last year and didn't bother to check whether there were any updates. So now we are playing on 21.1. So that's good. I'm a little bit tired. It's it's 5:30 in the afternoon here, and I'm just going to wind down the day with a bit of dungeon crawling, I guess. So yeah, let's keep going with that. I'm going to start a new one, and we're gonna see. I'm still kind of in the let's just throw stuff at the wall and see if anything sticks phase of this. So I'm just going to play a few different things, What do we have here? Someone told me that a mummy does not eat food. Yeah, they are unable to consume any food or potions. Even potions are adept at necromancy, but learn other skills very slowly. Interesting. Let's not go with a mummy just yet. Let's do something else. I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Ogre. Competent at all forms of melee. They are comfortable with spellcasting as well. Well, let's pick an ogre. And what is an arcane marksman? Ranged weapons and use magic to make their foes more vulnerable to attacks from afar. That sounds interesting. Or a hunter. It's also a ranged weapon. Should we be a ranged ogre with some arcane stuff going? That would be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Large rocks and throwing nets. I like that. Are we just going to throw rocks at people? What is my name today? Oh yeah, right. Let's use a random name. And what is our name? Hin Pisudi. I like when games include something like that. And let's get going. So we have 4 large rocks that we can throw at people. Okay, and we have throwing nets, so we can actually trap things and then throw rocks at them. I'm kind of a fan of that. I'm kind of a fan of that. There's some statues here. Kind of like this one. That's a nice design. And what magic? What magic do we have? Have we any magic? Zap Corona. Wait. Corona. What does Corona do? Okay, we can cast Corona on monsters. Isn't that a beer or something? I don't know. Whatever. Let's go ahead. Okay, there's a rat. I'm going to throw a rock at that rat, and the rat is dead. Good. Good start. Good start. I'm just going to throw rocks at things, Okay. Die, thank you. Can we kill the dart slug? I'm going to try the Corona spell. Yes. Outlined in light. Maybe you hit them better? That's probably the case, right? That is probably the case. Okay, so these are not carnivores, the ogres. Also, I should have rested a bit. Rock. Okay. I see where this is going. I'm not doing too well here, and I'm dead. Okay. Well, good start. Maybe we start with something a little more straightforward. Ghoul. No. I kind of liked the summoner thing. Who's good for summoning? Minotaur? No. Draconian? Conjurer? Damaging spells. Okay. Gargoyle? Merfolk? Merfolk. Okay, well, let's try that. Let's be a merfolk summoner. So I guess we have we can call small creatures, and we're gonna do that. I kind of like that. I wonder, you know, I've not played one of these to any kind of boom. Let's get these going and let's throw them at the enemy. Yes, that worked. Yeah, I've never come far at this game yet, so again, if you are watching for the first time, I have really, the last time I streamed this was kind of the first time I've played this game. So, oh yeah, I don't have enough magic. Let's get another one going and let's have you attack. My quokka is not attacking. Now it is. Okay. My quokka is not attacking. That's one of these fantastic sentences. That is so good if you take them out of context. Pair of boots. I'm just going to put that on. I think I have not yet encountered a cursed item in this. There probably are, but yeah. Okay. So you go ahead. All right. You can kind of create these meat walls with this. That is kind of fun. Teleport trap. Okay. The kobold went into the teleport trap, but it was not put far away. That's why it's still here. Okay. There's a whip. I think I'm just going to equip that for now. Let me take a look. I revert to my normal form in water. I'm very nimble and swift while swimming, and I'm very stealthy in the water. So if we encounter water, we can use that to our advantage. Currently, we're not encountering water. My rat disappears in a puff of smoke. Why did that... whatever that was, go? Oh dear, there's a bunch of crap here. Okay. What did I want to do? That special abilities. Wait. Skills, there we go. Maces and flails. Yeah, maybe we use that club instead, right? I think the whip is not really... Oh, we have -2 here. We have +1 to unarmed combat. So I think going unarmed would actually be better. So let's do that. Let's just go ahead with that, shall we? And that's another rat. I've reached level 2. That probably means that I can memorize another spell. Yes, I can now call an imp. I definitely want to do that. And let's go. Zap B. Kind of like these imps. Crimson imp. Okay, my imp blinked, but it did not go away. Okay, now it disappeared. I think the imps cost 2 magic points. for another little imp. Okay, they just kind of blink around. It would be nice if you just attack them. Let's have 2 imps. Giant cockroach dies, okay. Yeah, the blinking around is... I don't know how I feel about that, but... well... because that just leaves me open for attack. Let's get some small animals going. Jeez. Okay. Ah, yes. I'm going to go barehanded if I attack, but right now I think I'm not gonna do that. Things can get confusing as a summoner, I feel. Let's rest up. Okay, there we go. Things can get kind of confusing. Let's get a bunch of small mammals going. Okay, my head hurts. I think that was a miscast. That said, with 5 magic, can we have... yeah, we can have up to 5 small mammals right now. So maybe that's actually a good idea, to just cast a whole bunch of those and to just swarm everyone. Feeling hungry, okay. Let's eat some rations. Let's get that buckler. We'll probably use it, right? Yes, we can. It's a +0 buckler. Just a terrible little buckler. Okay. Kill that rat, please. Thank you. We do a lot of running away with this build, or with this. It's not really a build. I'm not good enough to call anything I do a build, but it's kind of this archetype of character. Just run away a whole lot. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that. So yeah, I had kind of a long day today, even though I did not do much, which is interesting. I just worked a bit and then I came home, made some food, and now I'm here. It's just one of, do you know these days when you just kind of do nothing, but it still feels like you ran a marathon or something? Oh, it's weird. Oh dear, I did something wrong here. Ah. Hello, Merc. Merc Kilsec. Good morning. It's morning for you. Okay. It's late afternoon here. That's always kind of the problem that, you know, usually at least during the week, I can only stream in the late afternoon, or in the evening, I guess. And then for folks that are maybe in America, it's morning. And if it's during the week, morning means probably working, right? So that's always a bit of a thing. But yeah, California. Oh, yeah, we're a long way from each other. How's it going in California? Okay, let's see. I think we have traversed through all of this, so let's go down. Clackety clack. I think for these games, for something like Dungeon Crawl or... Jeez, that is my laptop. I don't want to... Like, my laptop has been doing Windows updates non-stop for the last few days. No, not now. Okay. I think I need to get some royalty-free ambient music or something for this. You know? I'm kind of used to have some relaxing ambient sounds in the background from Case of God, but this game has just silence. And a bunch of, like, if I play a bunch of old command line roguelikes, there's not going to be any sound in that. Weather is nice and comfort like normal. A lazy Friday ahead of you. Washing some clothes and a little housework. That sounds good, you know? You have to kind of learn to enjoy these things. You know, I had some... I kind of learned to enjoy these things, rather. You know, there's kind of always this sort of anxiety that we're not doing enough or whatever. Just, it's important to find the joy in the... Oh, cripes. Find the joy in dying horribly in a roguelike. That's how it goes. Okay. Yeah, it's... I don't know. Washing clothes, little housework. That's good. My week has been good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I had a nice week. You know, like work is kind of ramping up. I work at university, and the new semester is starting, you know, and that usually means that everything just punches you in the face at once. But it's kind of okay. It's kind of... I've been handling that all right. Okay, so that did not work out. You know what? I'm going to go boring again for the time being. I'm kind of like I'm a bit as I said, I'm a bit tired right now. So I think I'm just going to do a troll fighter as I think it was Fusha on the last stream told me would be sort of the most boring imaginable build, and I tried one of them. I think I'm just going to go ahead with that. Music would be nice for sure. Oh, yeah, right. I'm going to try to maybe not for this stream, or maybe when I take a break later, I will probably I'm going to try to get something going. I'm personally partial to sort of ambient sounds and stuff like that, but old school MIDI is also fun. Yeah, you know, I maybe need to tap into my Doom MIDI collection or something like that. I don't have that here though. I have that on another thing. Oh, let's see. I think I cannot wear any of that shit, so let's drop that. And Merc says that they have started playing the game and been getting murdered. Yeah, well, that's how that goes, right? As you can see, I'm essentially doing the same thing. I'm playing the game and getting murdered. There's something... I've touched on that in an answer to a YouTube comment recently, on, I think, the first video. There's something very enjoyable about the period when you are first starting to play a roguelike, you're playing a new roguelike. When you don't know the game, right? And you cannot really... You don't know what everything does. You just start playing the game and try out and try stuff, you know? Different character builds, different things. And at some point, things begin to crystallize, you know? Okay, so this works well with this, and this works well with this, and maybe I should try this, and maybe I should try this. But at the start... Yes, I do want to butcher this. But at the start, everything is just wide open. And everything is just this, you know, you play the game, you die, you play the game, you die some more. But maybe at some point you learn something from that. And I like that. And at some point you get to the point where that feeling of openness is not there anymore. And that's also great, right? I really enjoy that as well. But especially with a roguelike, there's something special there that I really like. You know? Some people get frustrated by that, but I don't really have that. And that is especially true for, like, you know, a lot of like I say like way too often. A lot of modern roguelikes, you know, the stuff that is on Steam, or roguelites as they say. They have a lot of these progression mechanics, right? Like progression mechanics across runs. So you kind of, I don't know, you build up something that is not your character, and your next character is going to have a better start and stuff like that. And I get why this is the case. I think I've talked about this on the last stream as well. I get why this is put into the game, you know, why people want that. But you know, I think that takes something away from that. It takes a bit away from this kind of enjoyment. If you don't, like, if you know that the run you're doing right now is not one that would actually enable you to finish the game. If you know that your 50th run will be a lot different. Not from your skills, but from the variables in the game. I don't know. Maybe that's just the grognard in me talking. Probably, right? Again, I'm not against progression mechanics in general, but I've never played a game where they were implemented really well. And the reason for that is that I really like this starting phase. Yeah, slowly mastering the game is a big part of the enjoyment. I totally agree. That's actually one of the things I like the most in playing games, that I seek out the most. I'm also a fan of like narrative and story and all this kind of stuff in different kinds of games, you know, but do I have a bunch of cheese? No, I have rations, but they have a cheese tile. That is very fun. I like that. I'm going to read one of these scrolls in the hope that it might be an identify scroll. It is an identify scroll, okay. Because I kind of want to know what these rings are. It's a +3 ring of protection. That sounds great. I'm going to put that on. It increases my armor class. Okay. This is pretty good, actually. I do want that. Because I cannot wear armor, right? So that is actually a good way to increase my... That's the thing, I guess. This is just what I'm guessing. Again, I have not much of a clue what I'm actually doing here. And you know what? We have 3 scrolls of identify, so I might just identify the other ring as well, and it is a cursed ring of loudness. So I'm probably not going to use that. It makes the player less stealthy. I think I'm just going to drop the ring right here. So it seems to do the classic old roguelike thing where curses seem to be just, you know, the opposite of enchantments, right? So this is the opposite of a stealth ring. Okay, that is nice and predictable. Let's go down. Let's kill some more things. Oops, let's get my mouse cursor off the playing field. I think you can't see my mouse cursor, so it was just bothering me. That's fine. Eat a chunk of flesh, kill a rat, get another chunk of flesh. So we can always eat chunks of flesh, can't we? Yes, as a troll you can always eat chunks of flesh. I've learned that. So there is the carnivore trait. You can also get that in-game from items, as I've seen. And that lets you eat chunks of flesh even if you're not especially hungry. And the problem with chunks of flesh is that they usually don't last very long. And you can only eat them if you're hungry. And they rot away pretty quickly. So you, like with a normal character, it's probably pretty hard to subsist on those. You actually need rations. But with this type of character, we might actually be able to do that. Level 3, I think I'm going to go with strength. I'm not really sure yet how much it makes sense to min-max these 3 stats here. Min-max. Mid-max? Min-max. Maybe we should also put some points into dexterity at some point. But intelligence is probably not needed. Yes, I do want to butcher this. Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, let's just continue with boring old troll fighter. As you know, it's... I need to get comfortable playing this game, so... Playing the easy character types, it's kind of a good thing. Let's get the food thing going. Few roguelites that are solid with progression. Rimworld, FTL, yeah, fast, yeah, right. Judgment, Apocalypse. I've never played Judgment. I've never heard of Judgment Apocalypse. That sounds interesting. Something about an open-ended roguelike game that you like. Something like cake or pie. Love both, but they are different. That is a wonderful metaphor. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. Like, FTL has... I think FTL did the unlocking thing, right? So you have a bunch of options locked, and you unlock them and then do different things. I like that. That is not... you know, that is... I have less of a problem with that, actually. Because these just opens up options for you. It's not really about, you know, my negative example. The example of a game that I really didn't like is Rogue Legacy. You know, that was this sort of Metroidvania-ish platformer with roguelike elements. And that was actually structured that you increased your stats in between runs, right? So you collected money, and after you died, you unlocked stuff. But not like options, but actual character improvements for the next characters. And that I'm kind of dicey about because you know, it severely changes sort of the variables of the runs. Not only, it's probably not a bad game. It just wasn't for me. That's what I mean. I think a lot of people really love that game actually. And that is fine, you know? That is totally okay. I have no problem with that. You know? I'm not one to get angry about people enjoying a game that I don't particularly enjoy. I think that's not a very healthy attitude to have. So yeah. Come on. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of fun in hyperbole. Going like, oh, progression mechanics have killed roguelikes. But you know, I have to remember that this is just in good fun and not... There are no stakes in that, you know? And there are enough games that I like. I don't need every game to appeal to me, so... That is totally fine. Okay, unarmed combat increases to level 3. Okay, let's see. I'm constantly forgetting this one. Okay. Yeah, so currently I'm mainly leveling up unarmed combat, which is good. I'm also leveling up stealth, but I got pretty bad aptitude in that. That is for sure. Yeah, I'm mostly just doing unarmed combat. Yes. I think, you know, Merc says that the unreasonable fanboys are not fun to talk to. Yeah, I think that's just kind of an aspect of, I don't know, online culture or gaming culture. I don't know. I usually try to not engage with that too much. Oops, let's go here so that we only have to fight one of them at once. Yes, butcher those, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Come on, all right. Hungry again, okay. I have 7 chunks of flesh. I'm just going to eat a bunch of them. Now I'm full, okay. So if this seems to work like most food clocks do, in that you know, that's just a number, and you know, you fill that just depletes constantly, and you fill that up by eating. At some point, the number says full, and that's what's going on. Yeah, so Merc says that they've been watching the shitstorm on Pathfinder RPG and seeing some of the hardcore fans rage over even little changes. Okay, I'm not privy to that. I've never really got I think the only tabletop RPG, well, not tabletop, but pen and paper RPG that I ever played any significant amount of was Shadowrun. That was pretty fun. But never really got many, you know? That wasn't really something that happened in my circle of friends, so... yeah. But yeah, right. Pathfinder RPG 2nd edition. It's kind of, you know... changes to an existing thing are always hard. And, especially when people are passionate about it. I don't know. But then again, you know, you'll always have Pathfinder 1st edition that you can play, so... I guess that's kind of a thing with sort of these RPG systems, right? I think I remember, like, just from cultural osmosis, I remember when... come on. When, what was it? D&D 4th edition came out. And that was just, people were not happy with that. You know. I'm just not really personally invested in that, so can you drink from this? Drinking from fountains is sort of a roguelike staple, isn't it? So, quaff. That's just potions. Big quaff. Oh, that's quiver. Drop. And that just dropped a chunk of flesh. Interesting. I'm just going to eat these until I'm full again, for them to not rot away. That's also kind of a nice snaky thing. I don't know. Let's take a quick look at this again. Item interaction, dungeon interaction. Use staircase, examine occupied tile. Pick up part of a single stack. Dungeon overview. What's Control O? Aha! Branches. So we have 15 levels of dungeon apparently. And these are the altars that we have found. Okay, interesting. Short sword of freezing. I think I'm collecting a bunch of crap here that I don't need to collect. I think we can drop the helmet and the falchion. Let's just do that. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Fated altar of an unknown... Okay, so we can convert to an unknown god. That is interesting. Played some 4th edition, it wasn't bad, but wasn't my game. And that was all I said about it. Okay, I understand. Strong reactions over a book, an RPG book at least. Yeah, it kind of depends on like... like how much you are into something. But even, maybe not, maybe even not. Like I'm pretty into some things, and if they change, I'm just like, eh, okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think sometimes you get like, you know, there's being passionate about something, and there's people that sort of tie some part of their identity to something like that, to something like a game or whatever, right? And when you do that, then things get a little bit difficult. Is this Trog? I think Trog would be kind of a good idea, right, for this character. So I think I'm going to kneel at Trog. Berserk. And these things cost hunger, regeneration, magic resistance, reinforcements, gift you weapons as you gain piety. Okay, I don't really need that. But we can burn spellbooks, which is also good. And you know, the hunger thing is kind of nice because we constantly get chunks of flesh. So I think Trog would be nice. So I'm just going to convert to that. Trog welcomes you. Indeed. So now we can burn spellbooks if we find them. And that will translate into piety. What is rue? I don't know what rue is. Rue opposed creation, not as folly, but as distraction. Can open channels to the powers underlying the visible world. Okay, I think it's about sacrificing. Exude an aura of power that intimidates. Strike those that harm you. Okay, that's all very interesting. We're going to go Trog here. But, yeah. Okay, I picked up another ration. Okay, I think that is probably something that has changed in between. I remember there being like bread rations and meat rations and all this kind of stuff. But now there are just different rations. I think I picked up sausages right now, and that's just a ration. I think that was sort of streamlined a bit. Okay, let's eat. Oops, no. Oops, I wielded... I think I wielded... Let's unwield that. Okay, good. Wielded that scroll. Could have hit enemies with a scroll. That would not have been all that effective. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. You know, enjoy things. At the end of the day, like, I think games are important. I think play is important. But at the end of the day, this is kind of frivolous. Right? I think the media that we engage with is important. And it's important to engage with media. Not sort of in a oh, I'm a consumer thing. I'm not really a fan of that, but sort of in a, you know, in a engage with stuff way. You know, it's always good to, you know, again, play and all that kind of stuff. The god system is a nice touch, but they really have no clue what it can do. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It appears to be like they're like all gods seem to have sort of a way to gain piety, which seems to be mostly killing things, like for most gods. And you just gain abilities doing that. And I think that is kind of all there is to it. But there seem to be a lot of gods with a lot of different abilities, so yeah. But I think that is kind of the gist to it. And there's probably a lot more nuances to that, but so far what I've seen just kind of points to that. Dyed leather armor and a trident. I'm feeling hungry again. Let's eat the 5 chunks of flesh that we have. And full again. Good. An orc priest. Let's take out the orc priest. Yes. Right. Like being able to do what I'm currently doing here, you know, is a bit of a privilege, you know. It's always important to keep that in mind. You know, and sometimes that does not mean that life cannot suck sometimes, right? Or cannot be hard sometimes, but still. And it's totally fine to complain if life sucks. Oh shit. Come on. Why am I... Okay, there's something in front of me. I think I'm blind? Well, they'll just... Okay, I've reached level 6. Oh, I don't know what exactly happened here. Let's kill that priest. Okay. I think there was a lot of invisible things here. Cut up, alright. "14 chunks of flesh, jeez. Okay, full again, that's good. This raw flesh tastes great, rawr. Okay, let's see. I can see why Fusha called this a boring character, but you know, that's fine. It is fine. I don't need to be interesting. I can be boring if I want to. Okay, what do I have? Orc wizard. Okay, let's kill the next wizard. Yeah, go into... Yes. Okay, so Trog apparently, especially, that actually makes sense, appreciates killings of magic users. And now we can actually go berserk. We have our first thing. We have the berserk power. The last time I played a Trog character, or I played with the Trog religion, I think berserk killed me because I didn't really know what I was doing. So let's be careful with that, because it makes you rage and hit a lot of things, but then it makes you slow down a whole lot. Let me just take a quick look at how everything is working. That seems to be all right. Okay. That gets us back up. And that is a lizard. Now it's not a lizard anymore. Yeah, have a nice breakfast. Have a nice breakfast. Always important to have a good breakfast. Also, I feel kind of honored that you actually watch my stream before breakfast. I mean, wow. I just kind of can't do anything before breakfast. I don't function before breakfast. Okay. Leather armor, hunting sling, another orc corpse. Good. Alright, let's... I think we are done here again. Not yet found a spellbook. Okay, Scorpion, 3 orcs and an orc priest. Do they change? No, they don't. Oh yes, they do. They do change floors. I've reached level 7. Kind of gaining a lot of levels here. I think this is kind of the furthest I've gone. Hinsudi the Ruffian. Kill that priest. Kill that mage. There's another priest. Get closer. Let's go back up. Oops. Alright, let's eat some flesh. No, I don't want explore mode. I just want to go down. Again! Because I play so much Caves of Khad, I tend to press plus to go down. And not sort of the normal roguelike convention of using the smaller than bigger than brackets. Okay, so what do we have here? Is this a candied apple? No, I have 10 rations. Because I eat so many chunks of flesh, I'm just collecting those rations. Another scroll of identify. Is there anything that needs identifying? Not especially, but I should probably think about enchanting some stuff and so on. So I might just read this one. It's a scroll of amnesia. I feel forgetful for a moment. What did I forget? What did I forget? I'm just going to check something. No, we still know all the level. But something made me forget. What did I forget? Or it made me forget something, but I don't know what that is. Did I forget? Maybe I still know that this is, for example, a scroll of identify. I don't know. Also need to keep in mind, all the potions. For example, we have a bunch of potions of might, which greatly increases strength and physical power. So if you find ourselves in a rough situation, I need to actually use those. That's one of my biggest vices when playing roguelikes, is that I tend to not make use of my consumables. And that's stupid, because what usually happens is then I die with all my consumables still in my inventory. And that just does not make much sense. Okay, there's another altar, and there's another scroll of identify. Alright, you know what? Let's read E. Scroll of enchant weapon. I don't really have any weapons. So there's that. Okay. Phantom. Unarmed combat skill increases to level 6. Okay, let's see. Dodging. Yeah, dodging is going up pretty well. And because I'm using that buckler, I'm also training shields, which is okay, I guess. But mainly we're training in unarmed combat. That's good. There's a ogre. Almost dead. Trog accepts my kill. Ogre corpse gives me 5 chunks of flesh. Well, let's eat some of them. Full. There we go. Centaur skeleton. Okay, enemies seem to actually go up a notch here. Another ration. I think we don't have to worry about hunger for the time being. Okay, I think there's an orc priest here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually starting to take a bunch of damage here. Okay, and there are some invisible things again. We're not blinded, but there are invisible things. I'm very full. Need to be careful about that. I don't know if there's actually any... There's probably something bad that happens if you eat too much food. Let's actually take a look at that. Okay, gourmet. I think gourmet is the carnivore thing, which is kind of weird, but... okay, I have 2 levels in Trogdom. What was Trog's hand? Let's actually check that out. Okay, then. No, this. Resistant to hostile enchantments. Oh yeah, that's regeneration and magic resistance. Ah, yes, okay. Fading. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. And since we are so good with food, that's actually some nice synergy there with the Troggy. So that's nice. Let's see, how long have I been going in this one? 51 minutes, okay. Let's make this a solid hour. And then I'm going to take a quick break and probably get something to drink. Take a quick trip to the restroom. And, you know, generally take care of my physical needs. That sounded weird. You know? I need to drink and maybe eat something. That's what I actually meant. Not what you thought. What the fuck was that? It was just a loud thump. What the hell? Don't know if the microphone actually picked that up, but okay. Well, probably the back half of my house is missing now. It's not my house, the house I'm living in. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Slightly disconcerting. Yes, aliens, they come, indeed. Gonna take me away and then probe me or something. Okay, jeez. Okay. If I don't return from my soon to come break, I don't know. Come to your own conclusions, I guess. Okay, let's see. Again, I'm going to make this segment a nice full hour. I'm going to take a quick break of about maybe 10 minutes or something like that. And then I'm gonna return. Okay, let's see. I think it's time to go down again. I'm kind of scared of the... Oh shit. Went down a hatch and landed in a gigantic room. You know what? I think it's time for Trog's hand here. Alright. You know? Just buff ourselves up a bit. A rapier. A bunch of corpses. Black bear. Ah yeah, butcher everything. My skin stops crawling. What the hell is even going on? I don't know. Maybe I should not butcher all that stuff while enemies are still nearby. That might be a good idea. So, do this. Okay. Still 3 orc corpses. So let's get that. I think I got it. Yeah, I got a ton of chunks now. So, let's eat. Very full. Engorged. I think engorged might now be a problem. Could be. Could be a problem. Oh shit, there's Edmund. Hey Edmund. Okay, I'm just murdering Edmund. That went well. I was like, oh shit, Edmund. I think Edmund killed me once. But not now. No, Edmund, I got my revenge. Or maybe I killed Edmund, I don't really remember. Shit. Oh god, there's a bunch of stuff. Everything is just wide open here. Let's get to this choke point. And try to take all these out. Another ogre. Yeah, so far there's nothing that we can't handle. But an orc warrior, so there are better orcs now. You come here. That's always one of the most fun things in roguelikes, is just to, you know, just to make a murder corridor and everyone is just walking into their doom and the corpses pile up. It's just one of these things that only really works with abstract representation. Okay, what is this? Hunting sling. Okay, that's just a normal hunting sling. Kind of looked like a, you know, one of the things that you put on your face to avoid diseases. I don't know what they are called. Mouth masks. I don't know. Okay. Clackety clack. You know, you can always identify the keyboard of a rogueliker when the numlock keys are the most worn out of all of them. Not numlock, numblock. Okay, let's see. There's another scroll of identify. We have a lot of identify scrolls. I guess because we're not really using weapons nor armor. It's kind of a... Let's try P. What is this? Ah, it's a scroll of teleportation, of course. Okay, did not teleport us anywhere fancy. Just here. Okay, what is this? Naga barding? What the hell is Naga barding? Special armor made for Nagas to wear over their tails. That is cool. I like that. That's some nice attention to detail. Maximally enchanted to +4. I think I actually need to enchant my stuff here. Shield. Shield rod. Impedes invasion, spellcasting, attack speed. Can I enchant that? +5, okay. This is +2. Can these be enchanted? Rings? I think you cannot enchant rings further. Yeah, I think it's just troll leather armor. Oh, hey, hello. Let's read identify and do this. It's +0, it's not cursed. So I think we can use that, right? Magically regenerates. Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay, we can actually. I think this is kind of morbid. Because I think this is an armor made of troll leather. It's not actually for trolls. But we can wear it. So I'm just going to do that. Yeah, the stiff and knobbly skin of a troll. So That would be like wearing human skin armor as a human. I mean, yeah. No, I don't want this. Don't restart my laptop. Wait, I need to do that at 9 o'clock, please. Whatever. Yeah, thank you. Okay. You know, I mean, a lot of things in roguelikes are a little grim. Merc says that it is indeed a little grim, but roguelikes are weird, grim worlds. Sometimes I think I should have a bit of a think about why roguelikes appeal to me so much. Maybe that tells me something about myself, I don't know. Now we actually do have a nice sprite now. So how much can you enchant that? 2 + 4, okay. Still don't really... Oh. Let's try some more scrolls, I guess. Scroll of Enchant Armor, nice! So now we know that, good. That's what I wanted. Okay. That's actually what I wanted to find. Sometimes things just work out that way. So now we have a +1. I intend to enchant that to its maximum. I don't know how many other pieces of armor we can wear as a troll, so... I thought we weren't actually able to wear anything, but apparently we can. So, that's nice. Another ration. Good. There's not many enemies around here. Ah, worker ant. Hello. Dodging skill increased to 5. That is nice. Okay. Alright, so I've been going for a solid hour now. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little break of about 10 minutes, you know? I'm going to get a little bit to eat, have a little snack, and maybe get something to drink. And then we're going to continue. I'm going to do some more dungeon delving. And later this evening I'm probably going to go out with a bunch of friends. Maybe we can get something going. Because it's Friday evening and it's really nice outside. So I think I'm going to try to set something up there. Let's see. If nobody can, you know, I will just go out on my own or something like that. Something sad like that. All right. See you soon. Okay.